Disclaimer: this video may contain content that might not be suitable for children. Parental guidance is advised. Thank you. Oh. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you, and I hate your entire family, and I will make sure that you will be level 1 in any battle that I actually go into, and if I actually have to use you as a unit, well, guess what? You are going to be at level 1 forever. Yeah. Now screw you, jackass. Like, seriously, freaking. Ugh! I hate you. Anyway, hello everyone, Yankyu here, and welcome back to Nomad. Last time, I did really poorly in that one little battle. So, yeah, off camera, I actually, as mentioned before, I actually did that one battle and managed to actually clear it immediately after I stopped recording. Like, seriously, which was irritating. So, in any case, I managed to do it. And done. We're not in Nerieds Palace. I actually went in and fought a couple of these guys. Except for this one. This one just summons Hero Man. But yeah, I actually went into in here and fought and recruited these two Nerieds. As for this one, well, I don't have anything here to sell to a human. Go away. Yeah, she pissed me off. She pissed me off, so I actually just decided to, you know, beat the crap out of her. Domestic violence! Nah, it's not domestic violence. It's highway pillaging. Yeah, pillage, plunder. It actually gives me enough GP, so can't really complain about that. This game encourages you to do bad things, as per usual, like this guy. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the throne room. Hey. Gig is evil, sort of. So, we must do evil. Explain your plan to Alexandria, Queen of Nerieds.
I see.
I'm actually wondering if I should actually. You know what? It'll be too much trouble. I will do it when her character portrait pops up. Because Queen Alexandria is actually wearing nothing but a seashell bra.
Of course, the Grand Cordon is a very dangerous adversary.
In fact, it only hides the nipples. That's it.
Bring Pen to me.
Here he is, Queen Alexandria.
Miss Alex, I'm here! Hey, I remember you guys!
Yeah, we remember you too.
We're gonna smack you silly for being such a brat.
Yeah, sorry about that. I love Juno, and Minerva, and Nora, and Miss Alex, and all the Nerieds. Please don't hurt them.
Don't worry, we won't.
Whew, that's good. I knew you weren't bad. Hey, did you hear them? They're gonna be nice to us.
No, they totally didn't. They're deaf. They can't hear. We need to use sign language.
You're a good boy, Pen.
Speaking of deaf, recently I actually read this one-shot manga.
Whoa, everything's shaking. These earthquakes are so creepy. The other day, I almost fell off a cliff because of one.
Whoa.
Pen! What were you doing near a cliff? How many times have we told you?
Aw, come on.
You always were a little overprotective, Juno. Anyway, Pen, would you like to meet your father?
We'll continue this discussion after this cutscene is done.
My queen! Would you really allow him?
Calm down, Juno. I know you've cared for him like he was your own. You love him, as we all do.
Did you?
I would never ask you to just let him go.
I'd like to see him.
Pen,
I really have a dad, huh? I wonder what he's like.
Guess we'll find out.
Oh,
Whoop.
I have a favor to ask you. Might we borrow that Sep man for a while?
Me? Now, just hold on. I mean, I'm just... It's not like...
Lucky you, boy.
I don't blame you men for being nervous around us. Then how about the girl? Don't worry. We just need someone with a little spring in their step. Do you mind?
I wouldn't if I were you.
What, you don't think I can do it? Of course I'd be happy to help. Just don't try anything funny, got it?
You have nothing to worry about. So, according to the plan, they should arrive at the shoreline in about a week, yes? Now we wait and see if the knights will accept the invitation.
By the way, the reason why... So, the thing about Pen is... You were to actually talk to Juno and Pen. You actually tell... if I remember correctly, they would actually tell you what the reason why they are keeping Pen around is so that you can raise him as a breeding stud. Yeah, it's that kind of game. On the right side, kid's gonna actually have a pretty energetic future instead of him. I know some people would actually consider it gross, but you know, it's one of those cultural differences things. You can't really, because they're species of all women, and there's actually a very important reason why they need to actually someone like Pen, but that's pretty late in the game. And while it doesn't fully excuses it when you do find out why, but it's actually makes it more understandable. And if you think about it, considering how the Nerieds view humans, they raising someone to actually be the ideal man or something like that, raising someone that they can trust into having their children would be more ideal, in a sense. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but it's still understandable considering that they are nearly at war. But I digress. I'm gonna talk to Levin and Parley. Hey, where's Parley? Hey, yeah, the sneaky bastard just slipped off without saying a word. Hey, who's splashing around over there? Hey, looks like the sister obsessed man cow is back already. Whoa, hey, you guys ready? It's tomorrow, right? Levin, you're back early. Well, I talked to my sister, but she was zoned out. It's like she was daydreaming or something. And she had all this food lined up. She was gonna feed me something she said was good for scars. It looked off. Sounds like she's in love. Good God! Would you knock that sneak up and scare the piss out of me crap off? Euphoria's in love? Love? No, can't be. Who's she's got to be in love with? I don't know. But judging by how she was lost in her own little world, it seems she has someone on her mind. Levin, I think it's time you got over your deception of your sister. But who the hell could it be? Damn it! I should have eaten that horrible food even if it killed me. No. That would not be a good idea. Is it really that bad? In some countries, it will qualify as a biological weapon. Ooh, that bad, huh? I've seen strange smoke wafting from a room before. Her cooking is enough to inspire nothing but pity for whoever she's fallen in love with. Most unfortunate for him. Ooh, that really that bad. Ugh, something just sent a chill down my spine. My burn scars hurt more than usual today. Is the food not to your liking? No, it's okay. Keep it up. Gee, I wonder who that could be. So, going back to what I was saying before, all that other stuff. Yeah, I read a one-shot manga that has deaf people in it. It is about these this couple of deaf girls. Are they deaf girls? I'm not sure if they're girls, but one of them is definitely a girl. And they're working in.
He lives.
They're working in this factory. It has some fantasy elements in it. That's Lord Median. And look at that portrait in the background. Doesn't that look familiar?
Congratulations. It's a healthy baby boy.
Oh,
there, my son. You little scamp. You're gonna grow up so big and strong.
Holy shit, that baby is loud!
Hyrie, thank you for delivering me such a beautiful child. Listen, my son. You are my heir. Once I'm gone, you'll follow in my footsteps and guide this world. So you must grow fast. I might not have much time left. Oh, that's right. You want the world, don't you? Hyrie, I think he understands what I'm saying.
He bears your dignified face.
Hyrie, is that the woman? Is it his wife's name, or Cause that's supposed to be Dio.
Have you thought of a name?
Let's see. Ah, I have the perfect choice. This child's name is...
Reva. Right? Totally Reva.
Hey, what was that about? Was that from when you were born?
How would I remember that?
You got a point.
Tomorrow's a big day. Let's go to sleep. So, yeah, a couple of deaf girls that are working in a Mandragora factory. For those of you who don't know what a Mandragora is, a Mandragora is a plant. Do you have any idea how important Queen Alexemia is? I can't just allow some human go through this year. We're waiting the promise day. If things change on that day, we'll be forced to change too. But for now, we must follow the tradition. We should be happy we let you into our kingdom. Wonderful. Mandragora mystical plants that when you actually pluck them out, they will emit this really loud high-pitched scream. I'm gonna go for recon. This really loud high-pitched scream, and oh, we're gonna fight Dio again. Okay. This one is some problems, but I think we'll be fine. We should be fine. Okay. Oh, I better set the leader back for this squad to back to the net. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. It'll be good. Mandragora, when you pluck a Mandragora, they will emit this really high-pitched scream that when you actually, that can actually, at best, on that afternoon everyone gathered near the shore, at best, render you deaf, and at worst, render you dead. Yeah. Two different...
I figured we were walking right into a trap.
If that's true, you sure didn't bring much of an escape plan. But I guess these are the best of the best, huh? Elites?
Elites? Why'd you sound like you're crying?
Something like that, yeah. I'm the Grand Cordon of the Knights of Raide, but you can call me Thorndyke. So which one of you will I be dealing with?
Normally, that would be me. I'm Juno. But our revered Queen Alexemia has decided to handle this herself.
As Juno mentioned, I am Alexemia.
Well, that was quick. I'm gonna have to actually censor that. Just the lower part of the body. I think. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to censor that. You know, YouTube and all that other stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to show this.
My people have told me much about you.
Nah, it's fine. If I can keep if I can actually decide to stop those swimsuit victory cut-ins in Sky 5, I think I can keep this in. Just gotta make sure this doesn't
Tales
interrupt
of your
people.
beauty have traveled far, Queen. But I see now they do you no justice. I should mention, I've seen these comrades of yours before. Who are they? But it seems one of the Sept children is missing.
We're here only as witnesses.
Witnesses? You certainly don't seem neutral. Hey, who's that weird guy over there?
I found you, you mongrels!
Oh, tone down the Gilgamesh.
You insufferable little... How could you disrespect?
Ooh. Someone's pissed.
There's no escape this time!
You're in our way.
In your way?
Yep.
Why, of all the... You treat the Master of Reality, Dio, as a mere speed bump?
Yes. I'm thinking we're in the Y. Look at them game faces they got on.
Yavis, you think this is a big joke?
I wonder if they actually really do understand the wolf.
Well, I'm very damn serious about getting my revenge.
What revenge? Then why'd you get beat so bad last time?
What? I wasn't beat. I chose to leave of my own free will.
Technically that's true, I guess. Still, I don't think you have any right to get revenge, considering that you were trying to rob us.
I decided I had nothing further to learn, so I made my exit.
Don't you ever stop talking? And don't you have anyone better to talk to than your pets? Hey, Dio! I got that there axe you wanted. You think this'll do? Watch it, though. If you ain't careful, you'll take your hand clean off.
It's perfect, my comrade.
You will never see anyone well, aside from Red Flanks, there's no one else who uses an axe in this
Last
game.
time, we had to pull back, briefly, because we were ill-prepared. But this time, our weapons are top-notch, and...
Hey, can I see that axe?
Ain't no skin off my nose.
Hey! Pay attention! I'm talking here! You've left us no choice. Everyone, attack!
Hiya! Whoa.
Ah! You done gone and broke it.
That thing's way too fragile. You got that right. One snap. Okay, getting back on topic again. So yeah, Mandragora, like I said, recapping just in case you forget. Mandragoras are magical plants that with hold on, that when you pull them out,
Don't lose heart.
and when you try to harvest them, they will emit a really high pitch scream that can at best render you deaf, or at worst render you dead. Thus, you know, that's why in this factory they actually have deaf people harvest them, because it is oh my goodness, that reflex almost died. So because deaf people, it doesn't really hurt deaf people because they're already deaf. So no matter how high pitch the scream is, it won't actually kill them. I'm not sure whether that's actually true, because it's the equivalent of having that reflex is super dead, because it's the equivalent of having of being near the engine of a plane before takeoff, and no, during takeoff, and that is really loud. Oh man, these guys are strong. So, and if you're not deaf, the extreme loudness of such things would actually cause you to, you know, your eardrums to burst, and then you could bleed to death from that. So I guess if you're deaf, your eardrums aren't really working, so I guess it won't really affect you no longer at all. So yeah. Anyway, so these deaf girls are working at a Mandragora factory, harvesting factory, and they quite enjoy their job there. And apparently there's some kind of interview at the factory where you know, where they actually show it's one of those documentaries where they actually showcase what the workers in the factory, what they do, how they work, etc., etc. Why didn't you heal the front row? They're the ones that are injured. Oh man, I'm screwed. Okay, I'm gonna move slightly further first before I summon anything.
This'll stop them.
Oh boy. I might be having a bit of trouble. So that documentary. After that, all those documentaries and such. When those girls went home, they actually, you know, saw it on TV, on the news, talking about it, subtitles, and for some reason, actually, for more added context, for that, the news was actually saying about how the government is trying to actually get equal rights for citizens, etc., etc., and the deaf girls were like, not our problem. So long as we actually get, so long as we can actually. We're actually, you know, our job is awesome. We're getting decent pay. Our boss is great, and we're harvesting Mandragoras, which is a pretty easy job. All we gotta do is just pluck them up and harvest them, and we get paid pretty well for it. Etc. 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 Actually, they never state how much they earn from harvesting the Mandragoras, but considering they actually live their roommates and live in an apartment together, so I guess it's not really all that much, but you know, decent enough. Why can't you move? Oh, because the glamour guard. Okay. Yeah, they can't move for 2 turns. Darn. I am screwed. Well, that squad's dead. That gypsy is dead. Yeah, then they actually move on to the news of the magical factory that the girls were working at. And according to the news, it says that the factory is probably taking advantage of the deaf, the handicap, because they're deaf. They're actually handling mandragoras, which is pretty dangerous, considering that anyone who plucks out mandragoras would probably die because of the hype. Will actually die if they're not careful. And which doesn't really make sense because one, the people who are handling are deaf. So if they're deaf, it's not going to actually affect them, if at all. Maybe it will cause some minor discomfort. I don't know, because vibrations and stuff. But other than that, it won't actually harm them in the long run. Okay, hold on. Tactic. No. Blade Tango. So the news actually says that they're taking advantage of the handicap. Deaf people deserve have rights to, etc., etc. Which the deaf girls were actually said, "What the hell do you talk? What are they talking about?" And the other deaf girl, the other girl actually said that just ignore it, or it's probably they're totally ignorant about this. It'll go away after a couple of days. Once they actually reach the factory, well, there was a bunch of reporters lining up, trying to actually interview the girls. Interview the girls, and once they actually saw the girls, they immediately rush up to them and start asking questions. To which they're deaf. These reporters are dumb enough to actually go up to deaf girls and ask, and vocally ask them questions. To which obviously they started being confused and decided to actually make a retreat because they look at all those reporters. They're suddenly rushing up to them, asking questions that they cannot even hear. They don't even know they're being asked questions. So they immediately went straight into the factory, which apparently was a bad idea because my magician girl. Because once they return home and then watch the news, they said that the workers are being oppressed and were ordered not to answer any questions because we actually look bad in the factory, and they actually which is a bad thing, as they actually have rights and blah 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 blah. Very ignorant thinking. To which one of the girls actually said, "No, we ran away because we have no idea what the hell is going on. If you want to ask us questions, write signs or something. Use sign language. We're deaf. We're obviously not going to be able to answer your questions because we had no idea you're asking us questions. You just rushed us, and didn't even give us time to actually." Didn't actually give us time or the breathing room, etc. to actually know what the hell is going on, which is a good point. But equal rights. So obviously we're gonna treat them as equal. Thus, we're gonna ask ask questions vocally. We're gonna use our voice to ask deaf people vocally. Cause it's the right thing to do. Fucking idiots. I guess I can use this. I think it actually increases other things too. Only stamina. That's depressing. By the way, obviously the reports didn't actually do that, but the implications is kind of obvious. Because you're deaf, but because equal rights, so we're gonna actually you guys are fucking idiots. So yeah, after that news, that piece of that news channel actually said those really irresponsible words. It a protest actually occurred by, annoyingly enough, people who aren't deaf. It's those civil rights movement things, which while admirable, I won't say that having a protest is wrong. In fact, it's an admirable thing to actually want to actually fight for rights and such. But do your research first before you actually do things like this. Because you know what actually happened after when that protest goes up? One, the deaf girls were having difficulty entering the factory because the protesters were blocking the entrance to the factories, and they were actually confused as to why. Why is there a protest going on? Two, why are these guys trying to stop us from going to our jobs? And then three, they're talking to deaf people. Literally talking to deaf people, saying, "We will be fighting for your rights." No, you're not. No, you're not. You're writing a sign, but you're actually writing the sign actually said, "Free, stop oppression. Deaf people have rights too," and that's it. And the girls cannot actually talk back. Because one, they're deaf, so they can't. Talking would be really feel pretty weird to them. Deaf. I actually read this, so I'm not 100% sure it's actually true. But deaf people can talk. It just feels weird because it's like you're not hearing any sounds, so they can't hear any sounds. So anything they say would obviously be like. They won't be sure if they're actually saying anything, or if it actually if words really are coming out of their mouth, or they're actually getting it really true. And even if they're used to talking, they still won't be able to hear anything. So basically, those protesters, they're bloody idiots due to still talking to people who are deaf. This is really wrong on so many levels. Thus, which does obviously keeps increasing problems and all that stuff. And it got to the point where the manager of the factory, the owner of the factory, the boss of the girls, was attacked by the protesters, and so that they can actually try and force him to free. I'm putting quotes now. Free the oppressed. His oppressed workers. And unfortunately, the old man, the boss is an old man. Unfortunately, the old man has no choice but to do so, because if he doesn't, he has no choice but to close down the factory, because one, all that negative press is actually affecting the business. Pharmaceuticals are actually not able to actually buy mandragora's leaves because they harvesting mandragoras, the plant itself plus the leaves, the body of the plant and the leaves, but that's not really important. The more important part is that the pharmaceutical companies can no longer buy mandragoras because of all the negative press, etc. So the owner has no choice but to close it down because the business is now taking a complete nosedive. No, I'm gonna use this, which is pretty bad. So another choice, those girls have to be laid off, and the factory has to be shut down. Of course, they get severance pay, which is one thing, but severance pay doesn't matter when getting a job would be pretty difficult for those girls, because not many places, not that personally I would know of, but according to manga, it's even in the manga itself. This is in the manga. I'm not sure in real life, but in the manga itself, not many places were hiring deaf people, and it's actually pretty hard because one, they need to actually interview, and interviews, anybody who has done an interview would know, if you actually have any kinds of medical problems, it has a chance of just of the companies just showing you the door and saying, I'm sorry, but you're not hired, because you don't have the qualities or and all that stuff. And yes, people with disabilities actually have problems, getting a job just because, they have disabilities. This is actually still a problem in real life because there aren't many jobs that actually that handicapped people can, fully do. These people doing the interviews and such, they are running a business. And it's sort of understandable why they wouldn't actually, hire these handicapped people, because why would you hire a handicapped person when you can hire a fully able person, right? That's the logic. Forget emotions for a moment. I know it sounds terrible, but that's true. If you can hire an able person, obviously you're gonna pick the able person over the handicapped person, no matter how cruel it may sound. But I digress. So these girls, they've been trying to. They spend the remaining majority of the remaining half, the first half of the manga is them showing. Leading up to the point where they have to be laid off, and then it led to the point where they were trying to find jobs.
Hey, why can't I ever win?
Which is pretty bad, and the people who are actually caused this mess still dare to say, we will build a country that where everyone will have equal rights. Well, guess what? You're equal. To those girls, your equal rights is pretty unequal because you're literally you're looking down on them. You're not trying giving them equal rights. You are looking down on them, acting as if they need to be protected. And
we were ready this time. Everything was perfect.
And while I can understand that they're deaf, they might, keyword might, be forced to take a job they don't want. Might, or they might not know any better. Might. The keyword here is might. So the most important thing is, anybody who actually wants to do protests, make sure you do your research. Make sure that you get your information right. All the information. Make sure it's 100%. You are 100% certain. You can't say just look up the first buy the first newspaper and say that says, oh, the blind people are being oppressed when actually harvesting the sun's energy. Harvesting the sun's energy because they're blind, so they don't need the sun to actually harvest the sun, which is pretty dangerous because blah 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 blah. That one news article may actually have a reporter who's a complete fucking idiot who thinks that he knows everything, but in reality he's a moron and is completely looking down on blind people or handicapped people in general. We're all out of money. No way to get more equipment now. It's sad when you're reduced to using farming tools. Handicapped people are very, very capable of doing things non-handicapped people can do. In fact, sometimes in certain jobs, like harvesting mandragoras leaves and such, but but in real life, even in real life, there are handicapped people who can do way better jobs than abled people. Seriously.
My axe. I needed that.
Oh, this guy's totally a farmer. He needs that axe.
God darn it. The old lady's gonna give me hell for this.
Oh, that's too bad. Sorry for getting in your way. Do what you gotta do. Like, blind Tommy who lives down the street? Well, guess what?
Very well. You guys can stay.
Guess what? Most likely can actually do a better job at you in the kitchen than anyone you know. Hell, he could be better than Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, Blind Tom who lives down the street. He's probably a much better. He's most likely a much better chef than Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, that's right. I said it. He might actually be, owner of a bunch of Michelin stars and works in a five-star restaurant and is the head chef. And he can tell each and every single chef why they suck hard at cooking. And that's just one of them. Sometimes sometimes we have to remember that just because a person has lost a sense, like their sense of hearing, sense of sight, etc., doesn't mean that they are completely defenseless. In fact, most of the time, a person who actually had, unless it's really serious, disability like blindness, deafness, muteness, can actually make them stronger. The only problem is the people that surround them. There are people who are insensitive.
That sorcerer and his gang have been a huge thorn in our side.
Okay, you know what? I'll save my piece finish before we actually move on. There are people who bully other people because they're handicapped. There are people who just treat the handicapped people like as if they are made of really fragile glass. Like, they don't actually treat them lightly. They're gonna actually just crumble down into a billion gajillion pieces. That's not gonna happen. All right, that's not gonna happen. Empathy is great. Empathy is a good thing. And if you actually, and while treating them as class is a bad thing, a complete bad thing, unless they really are that fragile. There are some people who really low self-esteem and all that. Obviously, they're gonna actually have problems. So they do need need more better moral support and such. But in general, just because Jimmy has lost his ability to walk doesn't mean that he's gonna be doesn't really I mean, just because Jimmy is born with the inability to walk doesn't mean that he's going to actually be unable to do anything. Oh no, unless he's in a coma, unless he's completely he's in a complete body cast, he's still going to be able to do things you can do. The only thing he can't do is walk. That's the worst. That's the only thing that's the worst thing that he can't do. Everything else he can talk to you. He can play games with you. He can punch you in the face if you actually dare to insinuate that he needs your pity. He doesn't. You want to sympathize? It's fine. Empathy is a good thing because it makes you a person. It's what makes you human. But if you're gonna actually be like those dumbasses who think that just because Jimmy can't walk, he can't walk, so we actually, he shouldn't be working. He shouldn't be working. He shouldn't be working as a nurse in downtown West Virginia hospital. No, he shouldn't be doing that. He should be free. He shouldn't be wrestling alligators. That's horrible. Why are you making a person who can't can't walk wrestle alligators for? Why? That's a horrible thing to do. You are a horrible person. No. Guess what? You know why Jimmy's wrestling alligators? Let me tell you why Jimmy's wrestling alligators. It's because he loves it. He considers wrestling alligators to be a simple blood sport. He can wrestle the best of alligators. Hell, do you know that we actually have an alligator called Tyranno? Yeah, guess what? Tyranno is afraid of Jimmy. Tyranno doesn't even dare go near Jimmy. Anytime Jimmy shows his face around Tyranno's cage, you know what Tyranno does? He shuts up. He doesn't make any sound. He became as quiet as a tiny little baby kitten who's just born. Yeah, that's right. Tyranno is terrified of Jimmy. Jimmy makes Tyranno look like a little baby. And in addition to that, he makes you look like a little baby. Jimmy is a complete badass compared to you dumbass reporter. How dare you actually look down at Jimmy? Jimmy can grind your bones to dust. He can twist you into a pretzel and eat you for breakfast. Hell, you won't even qualify as an appetizer. So next time, before you even think of looking down at Jimmy, look at yourself. Can you wrestle Tyranno? Can you make Tyranno whimper like a little baby? No? Then shut up! I think that's got derailed a lot. But what I was trying to say... but anyway, that manga has a happy ending. All the deaf people actually, founded their own country so that they can harvest mandragoras. And since they founded their own country, other people can interfere. They want to harvest mandragora. You can't interfere because what you're doing? You're actually intruding on their property. You're intruding on their territory, and they can actually strike back. So yeah, it's fine if you actually want equal rights, but remember, equal rights doesn't mean that you have to, they need to be free. No. It's different from that. What you need to actually do is learn, their situation first, and then, think it through, and then act. Those girls, just because they're deaf doesn't mean that they're forced to work in that factory. It's because because it's one of the few jobs they can actually find and do, and considering that the pay is good, considering that they're literally just harvesting the mandragoras. It doesn't show them just harvesting, packing them, and that's it. It doesn't even show them, needing to grind up, cut up the mandragoras. Doesn't show them, if I remember correctly, it doesn't show them making powder.
I've been getting dozens of complaints about them from the citizens.
Medicine from mandragoras. No. All they did is just harvest them. That's it. And they enjoy their job. I mean, come on. So yeah. What I took from that manga is, don't think that people who are handicapped really need your help. They can still protect themselves. Yes, it's fine to actually want to help them. It's fine. No one will fault you for wanting to help people. Anybody can help people. It's fine to actually want to help people. But before you help, you actually, do really drastic things. Like those people in the manga where they actually set up protest without actually knowing about the situation. Don't do that. Think it through. Do your research. Learn of the situation before you act. Of course, there are times where you have no choice but to act before you have really. There's no time. You have to act before situation worsens, all that. But those are one of those exceptions to the rules things. When you but for the most part, that protest, unless they actually have 100% physical proof, like say they're backed up by the mafia and they're actually just kidnapping those deaf people and selling them to slavery. Unless there's some kind of proof that something like that is happening, or those real physical proof that the workers have been abused, like physical injury, or they have been forced to take the job, like they've been blackmailed and such. Unless they have actual evidence, no fabrication whatsoever, 100% ensured that they are abused and all that stuff. If you have done the research and those kind of things have happened, go ahead. In fact, you can immediately take this to the police, and they will arrest the man. There is no need for a protest at that point. But if your research shows that nothing of the sort is happening, don't go doing a protest like that. In fact, by that point you will actually know, oh, this is just a waste of my time. I might as well do something more useful. Like go through this game rather than me continuing to talk about this. But yeah, it was really makes one think. Are our thoughts trying to actually make lives easier for people with disabilities or sicknesses or whatever? Are we actually really making their lives better, or are we just making a mountain out of a molehill? Maybe it's probable that they never actually have a problem with it. The problem lies with us. Of course, I'm not saying that not everything is everything is bad. And charities and such, that's a good thing. You actually really are helping them. You're actually trying to find a way to actually make lives better and all that stuff. Ultimately, it's a 50-50. It's a 20-20 catch-20 kind of.
Wow, who'd have thought they'd actually help us out?
I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, all I'm saying is, don't jump to conclusions like those dumbass reporters. Don't believe everything you hear on TV. Not all news are right.
So, how exactly would you like to settle this?
Man, I can't believe I talked for over 20 minutes about that topic. Oh man, I'll try to actually make this video last a little longer.
Whatever you choose. If you lose, you have to agree to leave the World Eater alone. Promise us this.
A large-scale conflict would be a waste. We have no need to shed so much blood. We should settle the matter with a one-on-one duel.
Certainly a more traditional suggestion. I don't want to subject my knights to any undue injury either. So I accept.
If we lose, we shall agree to whatever conditions you desire. Agreed?
Very direct, aren't you? Fine by me. I will of course represent the knights. Who might my opponent be?
Ooh, menacing.
I can't see anything.
Oh,
What an odd choice. Hey, you seem a little wobbly there. Is this really your best soldier? I don't know what you have up your sleeve, but I won't hold back.
ooh, we're gonna see a duel.
On guard!
Hold on a second. And ta-da!
Wait, the queen is on the beach. Why? I think this might be the worst episode here.
Kid?
Gotta remember to actually put a link so you guys can skip the rant.
I was burning up in there. Thanks, Danette. No problem. But man, you're heavy.
What's the meaning of this? Are you mocking me?
Yes. I mean, no.
You should be ashamed to make a child fight for you like this. I should have known. It was a mistake to ever try and deal with the Nerieds. How could we ever trust people who would abduct innocent children?
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'll be your enemy today. Please take it easy on me, Dad.
Hold on. What's this about?
Oh,
Can't be. Richard? Richard, is that you?
Richard! I wonder if they would do a remastered version of Tales of Graces.
No, that's impossible. But your eyes, they're just like your mother's.
Well, I've never heard anyone call me Richard, but I'm pretty sure you're my dad. Ooh, I just turned 11 a few days ago.
Richard,
Richard.
I don't believe it.
Asbel. Sophie. Tomodachi!
I thought you were dead.
I never actually saw the Japanese version of that.
I never thought I'd see you again. You must have been so lonely. I will never leave you again. Come here. Come to your father.
Dad, I'm sorry. I was really happy when I found out you were my dad, but I think I'm gonna stay with them.
He's gonna have lots of sex in the future.
But why?
Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt about it.
Well, I have a little brother now, right? I guess you're training him to take over for you, right? And that'll get all messed up if I come back. And everyone here, all the Nerieds, are really nice to me. I'm happy here.
Richard.
Hey, kid, what's the deal with this whole father-son thing? Parents are nothing but bossy assholes, and kids are just selfish brats. What's the point?
Not all of them. I repeat, not all of them. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You don't have any parents either. Same as me.
Aside from the aside from the Greek, the classical classic mythology and Norse mythologies, I don't think many. Oh wait, there's also the Hindus.
Seriously, dealing with other people is more trouble than it's worth.
And maybe the Muslims. Wow, there are plenty of guys that actually have parents.
Grand Cordon, Pen is our treasure.
Pen.
We can't hand him over just like that.
Then why did you bring him here? Why, after stealing him away once already, would you taunt me like this?
We never stole him away. We made a treaty with your king. This was 8 years ago. Do you remember your queen's illness?
He's literally wearing a
The
seashell bra.
king? 8 years ago? Yes, I remember now. They said the queen would die. Said it was incurable. Then one day, she was healed. That must have been your doing. The Nerieds' healing power.
Healing power.
It's a power unlike anything we humans can use. In fact, I understand the Nereid Queen herself is quite capable.
Did you know that the Nerids are on the brink of extinction? Our species cannot continue on without a male from a different race. So, when the king asked us to cure his wife, we asked for an infant in return.
You can't ask for an adult male.
By the way, Grand Cordon, how is your king's son these days? Did they not recently hold a parade to celebrate his 11th birthday?
I understand now. So that's why. But then... No. There's nothing I can do now. I should be happy that my Richard is still alive.
Huh. Such a spiritless response. Doesn't it anger you that your king stole your child from you? If someone took Pen from me like that, I'd kill him myself, king or not.
But... I am the Grand Cordon of the Knights of Raide. So long as I serve my kingdom, I'm prepared to give everything I have for the people. Even if that means my life. Or my family.
Great noble Grand Cordon of the Knights of Raide. You're a sucker.
And here's Gig ruining the mood. Wonderful! Guess I'm actually gonna keep talking now. Now, I guess you guys will be sick and tired of hearing my voice, considering that how long I actually talk about that. Oh, seriously. Yeah, I would definitely have to put a
Your
link in
king
the
doesn't
description.
give a shit about you. He'd probably laugh in your face if you spewed that nonsense in front of him. Ain't that right, kid?
That voice. Is that the source of your strange power? I don't know who you are. But why do you insult my king so?
Well, for one, he's a god, so I think he actually has every right to do that. Gods are birth kings and all that. Look at this invoice. You know, this is another reason. You explain the king's betrayal to the Grand Cordon Thorndyke.
No. That can't be right. You're telling me he's been lying to us all? The Crimson Tear is forbidden for a reason. No wizard in the kingdom can contain its power.
And that's just the, you know, a very average jewel.
You'll have to excuse me. This is all very confusing. I need time to think about it.
Very well. Open your eyes wide and take in everything.
Thank you. I'm going to investigate your claims and figure this out.
Good luck.
So it seems you're the key to all this. You found the invoice, pushed the Nerieds, and tossed my world upside down. You're quite a mystery. In another world, you would have made a good addition to my knights. A pity, really. Well, I'll be going then.
Oh, at least it's no General Leo. Alright, let's go back to the Nerieds. Oh, I'll try to actually go into one more battle if possible. Hold on, let's save first. Ooh. Those Neried girls we actually... what the... Oh, look back. Those Neried girls we hired weren't that great. Martyr Neried can now be purchased. Ugh. And Danet's level 14. Well, we're level 12. That's no good. Man. Neried's Palace. Throne room.
Whether good or ill, the Grand Cordon will not have an answer anytime soon. We must wait. What will you do?
Well, at least it's not, like General Leo from Final Fantasy VI, or Albert Steiner from Final Fantasy IX. They would deny it all the way to the ends of the earth. We have another world eater to find.
Is that right? Well, if anything changes here, we'll be in touch. We still need your help, after all. I feel I owe you something for your help. Take some of my best warriors. You have... what was it? Dominion?
My queen, are you sure?
All these small fish don't get me any closer to what I want. I guess we can go for
Oops.
it, kid.
Sorry. Let's dominate Juno, Minerva, and Nora. We get 3 Nerieds for free.
As a Nerid leader, I suppose I must learn more about you humans. Bear with me if I seem strange.
What about you, Queenie? Wanna come along?
No. But I shall send word to all the Nerids.
I think it should be too broken if we actually, can summon her.
Our people will happily cooperate.
Alright, let's do a bit of rearranging then. Oops. Look, Juno is level 12. Let's put her here. And here. Ooh, tree. So, okay, what if we... 4 Nerids. Ooh, yeah. So, what this does is you get Hydro Fang, which is Juno's personal skill. It's Sea Rush, a combo attack using 3 Nerids. Got 4. So, yeah, this is pretty good. And we can actually do whatever we want with this. We'll leave it as is for now. Okay, let's... there's something in here. Oh, Nerid use only. Tell you what, I'll sell you something as soon as I have a child with another Nerid, which will be never. Gee, thanks. Courageous Nerid. Why did Juno and the Queen rely on humans so much? They can take care of themselves. Do they have such spot for you guys or something? Ah, that's such a crazy idea. You might as well feed it to the fish. What should we do? Help the humans? Well, maybe we could just give them a hand. In that case, we better say sorry. I can get my hands up. It hurts. You stupid child. That's not what I meant. Okay, but we'll just leave. Oh, we're back in Aztec. Okay. Okay. So we have Juno. Now we have 3 Nerids.
Hey, so you guys are trying to get rid of the World Eaters, right?
Yep.
Yep, we're gonna take those world thingies down hard!
Oh, at least she knows the word, the first half of the name. I don't know why she has such a hard time remembering the second half.
I've seen the Raid World Eater for myself, but what are the others like? Do they look the same, or way different, or what?
Oh man, they're all the same. I think Gig would know best. Oh, here comes sarcasm.
Of course I know best! There's nobody alive who knows more about them than me.
Well, not true. There's the guy who you were talking to at that time.
Let's see. One can move at hyper speed. If it spins in place, it can create monster typhoons.
Ooh, wow. Was he born when he was working in a lab and then lightning struck him along with a bunch of chemicals?
Hyperspeed. How are we supposed to fight something like that?
And if he actually moves fast enough, he can actually create multiple clones of itself.
Oh, and another can morph and transform. It can phase through physical objects, and it has telepathy, too.
He also came from Mars.
They can do all that? Well, how the hell are we gonna find something like that?
Well, it's all green, and it wears a bright blue cape.
Oh man. Yeah, so this is one of the ways you can tell Gig is lying. He laughs very flatly.
Huh?
Gig, that's not...
You're such a liar! You stupid liar!
Hey, you're starting to catch on. Good for you.
Ugh! You're never gonna trick me again!
She's gonna get tricked again.
You're just a big fat liar! I'll never believe another word you say!
She's still gonna believe another word he says.
Yeah, why do you lie so much? Why can't you just answer straight?
Let me answer your stupid question with a much smarter one. Why should I? I don't care about honesty or world peace or anything. All I care about is this body. Speaking of which, hey kid, aren't you sick of this? Why not just hand the thing over already?
No can do.
Come on, stop being so selfish. It's almost like you don't want me to have it. Hey, there's a world eater now. Here's your chance. Let me take over, and then we'll all be happy.
Hey, if you do take over that body, what'll you do then?
You really need to ask. I'm gonna destroy everything.
Gee, total. Wow, what a convincing argument. That would totally convince Reva to hand over her body.
Except maybe those hot pots. Those are good. I'll keep those.
You're so evil. So what's left when you're done? Just you and what? Your food?
You know, you're not our friend. You might be even more dangerous than the world thingies.
Well, yeah, there's a reason why he's commanding them.
If that body wasn't my friend, I'd snap your neck right now.
Please, we live in different realities. Don't even try to compare me to your pathetic human ideas. Friends, family, it's all a mindless distraction. Ain't that right, kid?
I don't think so.
Don't get lippy. But I'm not surprised. Just another human. Garbage like you would never understand. You just live waiting to die.
It's time to go back into town. So, more things. Female Sep Guard. Don't really care. Errand boy. I think my next door neighbor is having some late night meetings. Some guy named Ender Gandalf or something. Gandalf? Really? Shit. Does he have the One Ring? Oh, can I get a can of bug repellent? I keep getting bitten. Oh, clean. The priest here is a complete slacker. His church is a total mess. I'm gonna go to Muku Village. Everyone knows how to respect their religion. Maybe I'll retire and move there. Maybe get a nice foot round from a young boy. What? What's wrong with a little fantasy? Not all old there anyway. Muku Village. I don't remember there being a Muku Village. And again, I don't remember everything in this game, so
You sure know how to push buttons, huh? An answer only you would give.
What? These guys are slugs. I have slightly more faith in you.
So tell me, all you want is a body, right? And people are nothing but a stepping stone to that.
Duh. Should I talk slower for you? Why would the totally indestructible gig need anything from you?
Well, what about hot pods?
Then why not use all people everywhere? They're just toys, right?
I don't need you to tell me that, you damn geezer. Who do you think you are anyway? You think a pathetic human could ever have anything useful to say? I didn't ask for your narrow, thoughtless, moronic opinions. I'll kill you. I mean, if I get bored. I'll scoop out your guts just for the hell of it.
Gig.
Okay, Uncle. Don't waste your venom on a broken down old man like me.
How can you let him talk to you like that? And you just laugh it off.
I mean, it's not like you can do anything.
Is this really how you humans are? I can't say I approve of that.
Like yeah. I mean, come on. Gig can't really do anything.
Ah, yes. Well, by the way, I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you and your kind.
Wipe that smug grin off your face. Are you ever sincere?
Again, sorry. I just love life.
Whatever. Pay attention and be thankful I'm here to help. If I got this right, the nearest world eater should be the weakest. It's got brains, but no brawn. Although it's pretty good at hiding. I remember it used to love experimenting on humans out in the barren lands.
What, you mean Mirage Desert? I've heard of a colony that formed after hearing the voice of a god. I bet there's a traveling merchant around here who could give you details.
Really? Let's see. Dismissive word. Huh, nobody's here. Not even the priest. See, this is what's wrong with Ignis. We should really stream them out. Oh, you're an Ignis believer? Well, let me tell you something. It'll make you happy. Guaranteed. Put your right foot in the bathtub first. Stand upside down once a day. Eat tree bark. Then the gods will love you. Right. Set ritual. I heard a big group of those cult people are holed up out in the middle of the Mirage Desert. There used to be a giant kingdom out there with a huge road leading to it. I was out in the desert not too long ago when I saw this really weird monster I've never seen before. Maybe I can name it. So we have to go to the Mirage Desert. Right? That cute girl who was studying philosophy used to come in all the time, but I haven't seen her in forever. She's too old to be kidnapped. Last time I saw her, I noticed this strange woman skulking around. Hey you, Neried, stay away from my books. I'm gonna get them all wet. Well, time to go. And we can't move until we beat this battle. And I will after I save. Yeah, I owe you guys a whole battle after that long spiel. So let's go. I'll try to actually do at least 2 battles in one video.
What is this thing? I've never seen a creature like this.
There's a shocker.
Shut up! I told you, I don't forget everything.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it either.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, but you're from the ocean. Why would you know monsters from the desert?
What about you? You recognize it?
Nope. Gig?
Nope, no clue.
He does. Oh, they become invisible. Fade out.
Hey, it's gone.
It could be.
You're not being honest, Gig.
You know me too well. Of course I know what it is. But why should I tell you? The harder the battle, the more you need me, and the closer I get.
He has a point. So as you saw in that cutscene, those monsters can actually use Fade Out. These weird shadows have Fade Out. Cloak yourself until you attack or are attacked. You have Ensnare, which decreases enemy action and speed by 50%, and then Enliven, which increases their own action by 80%. And then these other attacks. You will never be able to recruit these things. You cannot. Unfortunately. So... okay, let's summon a little Neried team. Nerieds are better off working in the ocean and waters, so summon them near shores, and unfortunately we can't get good use of the Nerieds because, you know, for some odd reason, that one map, remember in the previous video, that last battle in the previous video? Yeah, that's one of the few maps that you actually encounter large bodies of water.
I'll give you support.
And then from this point on, for some odd reason, they decided to just send you to fight a bunch of maps. They just decided to send you into a bunch of maps that are mostly deserts and plains. You will rarely find water, large bodies of water to go through, which is very annoying. Also, want to know another thing that's irritating? Long range characters, they can attack at long range, but if the enemy they're fighting can't be seen, you know, when the enemy uses Fade Out and all that stuff, it means they cannot be targeted. So instead, I'm just gonna use Long Shot. And then enter. Let them fight us. One, two, punch. Unfortunately, there's no healer here, so I'm gonna actually have to be careful. Screw you, weird shadow. No life. Okay, that monster is dumb. Because he actually chooses to use a tactic and it ended up canceling out his own Fade Out. Oh, that poor Sep warrior. I don't think that team is gonna last. What? What's their tactics, guys? Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is very useful. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay, this only affects allies, not to themselves. Still pretty useful though.
Good.
Ooh, yes, leader down. Back attack. Thankfully, you know, I've said this before, but This game doesn't care about your positioning. No one cares about how whether your leader is alive or not. So there is no real back attacks in this game. Just enter. Enter for now. Laser. You deserve a kiss. Ugh, I should have saved the second half of my rant for this map because it feels long. Man, I really need to learn how to properly pace myself. Because I'm doing a terrible job at that. Okay, I'm gonna need to make an entire group of archers later. For now, we just leave this and that. Well, that squad's dead. Man, they really have no mercy on girls. Shiver is dead.
Good!
Because Junior is actually a Neried, so the game counts the entire counts her at, for the combo. Oh, so much for that. Oh yes. Counts her as part of the combo, and because she's a story character, her stat growth, her level growth, etc. are actually better than most characters. No, than the generic characters, not most characters. Level up, level 13. Well, no need to worry about the levels too much. The game is actually pretty decently paced. Ooh. Oh no. You bastard. And Junior almost died. Well, let's hope that our little red flank here doesn't die. Well, he needs to hit first. Nope. Okay, thank goodness. No. No. Bad Weird Shadow. Bad. So there are certain unique certain story characters have okay, hold on, let's use this. have their own sprites, you know, based off of generic characters, but they. Okay, you know what? Let's use the TV glass. Based off of generic characters, but they have unique skins and all that stuff. But not all generic characters have their own unique skins. So,
Keep it coming!
this game, total, so, fighter, so those set monks, set fighters, you know, the ones that use their fist, there are two story characters with, that gives it a unique sprite. There are none for swordswomen, there are none for mages, there are none for the songstress, bards, clerics, there are two, if I remember correctly. Neried, there's only one, which is Juno. Red Flangs, there's one. I'm kind of spoiling the thing here, sort of, because it's not really that important. Gypsies, one. Shauna. Draken, you know, the one that's on the next group. Yeah, that pale one behind the knight. Yeah, there is one. If I remember correctly, there are only one. Tactic. Action. Live.
Good! Good!
What other units are there? Knights, there are two. Thorndyke and Galahad. Anything else? Oh, the cherubs. You know that angel thing? There are actually two kinds, and they have one each.
Keep it coming!
Sorcerers, like the one like Dio. There are two of them. There are two? Yeah, only two. There are two. Dio. One of them is Dio. And I think that's about it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Wait, what? You didn't even toss them that high! Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh my gosh, both units leveled up. Archer, one. There's one archer. Did I say archer before? Oh, there's one archer. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
there are the units. Mages don't have a unique sprite. Unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Then again, they're so freaking weak. Okay, 2 units left. 2 squads left. Is there only 2? Only 2. Punch the knight. Now for unique sprites, let's see. Unique sprites, there's of course our main character, the net, Endor. Who else? One character that can that is a spoiler. Oh, who am I kidding? You guys already saw him. You know, is that one guy who managed to defend the World Eater's attack? Yeah, that guy. And the bonus bosses. The bonus bosses all have unique sprites, and the World Eaters themselves have unique sprites.
Keep it coming!
So I guess they are kind of cheating, considering that they are World Eaters. Sadly, you cannot create your own World Eater. But still, think about it. How broken would that be? You could actually control the World Eaters. Oh man! Maybe I should actually look it up. Let's see whether there's a mod or a hack of the game, or was somebody actually, you know, found a cheat engine code. No, not cheat engine code. Found their you know, Game Shark code where they can where you can actually you know, hack in the World Eater as one of your units. That would be very cool. Oh, we do have a Muku village. Okay, we'll enter Muku village next time. Gonna save. Okay, save. Let's take a look at this. Ooh, we now have 4 room locks. Hero chamber has been unlocked. Okay, I'll actually mess around with this off camera. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, press that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please do, so you know when the video will come out. And write in the comments about what on how long I actually talk. Don't do that. Actually, write in the comments about what you think about what I actually said. You know, that really one long rant. I mean, I think most of you viewers would actually have skipped it. But yeah, tell me what you guys actually think about, you know, how some about whether people should just immediately jump onto whatever the news says, whatever they actually say about, you know, workers being abused, etc. Are they in the right to actually just report it like that? Obviously they're not. Obviously they're not. So yeah, write in the comments what you think about those kind of reporters. Yes, talk about that. Those kind of really annoying, obnoxious, irritating reporters who dare to actually report what they call the truth, when it's nothing more than speculation and lies. Speculative lies. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!